who crushed walls and bright skies, through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the one bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Evening, race fans. This is JC with the Checkered Flag Network, bringing you the the Gameworks Racing Series from Texas Motor Speedway, 100 laps for Gameworks tonight. And we've got, it's like 19 cars have showed up this evening, and we was just here a while back, Brad, and we've had some exciting racings here at Texas. Brad, you got a copy?
Sorry, I'm talking on the wrong button.
Oh, yeah, all right.
So, no, yeah, we've had a couple races over here at Texas, and racing's always really good here, and we got a pretty big group here at the Gameworks race, so...
Yeah, it looks like we got somebody else popping in here, so we're going to have 19 cars tonight, which is double the field we had last week, or 2 weeks ago, I take that back, in California. And that was a pretty good race. We went flag to flag there, and we're hoping for more of the same tonight.
Yeah, they've been doing a couple pit parties here, so I think that's mainly to kind of get all the nerves worked out and let everybody know who they can race by and how to race by them. But it's been extremely racy. We've seen guys up front swapping positions, guys coming from the back, so we got a good show on our hands for tonight.
Yeah, Gameworks Racing Series brought to you by Abruzzi Racewear USA. And we like having them on board. A couple weeks ago, we seen their driver, Judd Danielson, take the win. And he was able to save his tires, but nobody really had anything for Judd at California. He kind of was dominant. A couple people made a couple runs, but they just weren't able to hang with him.
Yeah, he was definitely the top of the field over there at Fontana, but it looks like he's going to have some competition tonight. I mean, right now, if I'm not wrong, I want to say Judd is running 4th on the time chart, so he's got a couple new guys here that showed up to give him a run for his money tonight.
Yeah, Ryan Johnson last week, a.k.a. Tiny Horse, had a pretty good run last week and couldn't keep from getting into the wall once the runs wore on, but he went out and he led a few laps and was pretty confident for being such a I won't say rookie driver, but in these cup cars, he didn't have a lot of experience, and he made us some exciting moments last week, but he's showing 9th on the board right now. We're going to get the qualifying here already and catch a few cars take their laps. Philip Martin coming off a pit road right now, and he's going to get his qualifying laps in. He just checked in about 10 minutes ago, so he hasn't had a ton of practice compared to some of these other guys.
Yeah, I was talking with Philip earlier today, and he's been out there doing brake lines on a friend's car, so he got done with work to jump right in the seat and go right back to work.
coming off of turn 4 here to take the green flag. We have a few times popping in here already. Come off a 4 here and take his first whole lap, and he's to 29.379. Vern Woodard finishes his first lap, and he's showing a 29.072. And JP in that 60 is a 29, almost flat, 29.022. So that's a pretty good lap on cold tires here, and he's just really bettered that by a lot for 28.8. So once he got that thing wound up for that second lap, he was on fire.
And Philip Martin jumps himself up to second with a 28.948.
Jesse Womack's putting his laps in that 14 car. .29.417. He'll definitely better that one this lap. Looks like the 8 car of Carson Bowers popped into the 4th spot.
Oh, Tiny Horse Johnson goes to the top of the board.
That was his best lap, even with practice, for the whole night, I believe. So I guess that's the time to have it. Got guys jumping all over the board here.
Now, I'm still waiting to see last week's, well, 2 weeks ago's winner put a lap in.
Justin Shepard in the 89 Taz Motorsports car. Brad, it's got 5 cars in here. It's like having Jeff Gordon in the booth with me tonight. He's got his own car team out there. Oh.
Well, you know, I feel where this series is going. I think Chris definitely has very good ideas, and I think it's going to be a big series, so I was just trying to do my part in bringing a couple more cars out here, help out the drivers, getting a little bit bigger pay at the end of the night, and for you fans to see some better competition. I mean, I want to toot my own horn, but here we go. We got 4 of the 5 Taz Motorsports cars sitting in the top 5 in qualifying right now.
I've heard they've been working pretty hard this week, because a lot of these guys don't run Cup regularly, so they've been putting down a lot of practice laps. Mark Dingman's out on the track right now in that 4 Gameworks car, laying down his lap.
Yeah, Mark's one that can mix up that whole front up there, so.
Looks like maybe last week's, the last race winner's holding out here to run a little late. Mark puts down his first lap. He's down the backstretch working on his second lap. Finishes up that second lap, and it jumps him up to 6th with a 29 flat. It's a nice run for him. Got actually a pretty tight field cooking up here.
Yeah, I mean, so far the 15 cars that have taken time, they're less than a second from each other, so definitely should be another tight field and a lot of good racing.
Texas, a mile and a half. You do pull a draft down the backstretch, pretty decent, and if you can follow the line, you can pull one down the front. But the front, that's where everybody likes to get that run off of 4 and then kind of fan out and try to take advantage of somebody going down into 1. So 1 and 2 here they're the hard turns at this track. Usually 3 and 4, if you arc your car in correctly, you can go 100% throttle around that when your tires are new and about 15-20 laps in. William Moore finishes up his laps, and he's going to jump up into that 5th spot. We got Judd out here just brought the Abruzzi 85 car out, and he's going to lay down his lap. He's taking the green flag right now. Kind of expect to see him jump up pretty high on the board. Big run out of 4. Let's see where he gets himself up here. Well, he jumps into that 5th spot, so. I believe that we are all qualified. So Ryan Johnson is going to take the pole here. Dustin Shepard, the 89 in 2nd. Blake Griffith in 3rd. JP's in 4th. Judd Danielson, California's winners in 5th. Philip Martin in the 46, starting off 6th. William Moore in the 21, 7th. Ray Richard in the 44, starting off 8th. Mark Dingman starting 9th, and Carson Bowers is going to round out that top 10. So yeah, it feels super tight. I mean, fastest was 28.8. I guess I should say 1.5, and the top 8's in the high 28s. Everybody's pretty much within a second. A couple guys in the back's a little over, but I mean, it's going to be tight, and patience is going to have to be a factor here at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, 100 laps here at Texas, you got plenty of time. Even if you get hung up there on the high side and can't make it roll, you just got to take your time, get back to the bottom, and start picking them back off again.
Yeah, this is the Gameworks Racing Series Checker Flag Network, brought to you by Abruzzi. Here's a word from our sponsor, Abruzzi, before we head off to qualifying.
Have you ever desired to show off something you created, like we'll say in racing, or in this case even sim racing? While on the track, simulator, hauling close to the ground in a cart, Abruzzi Racewear has you covered. If you've ever needed to promote your team logo, name, colors, or just feeling a bit more confident in your sim rig, Abruzzi Racewear is your answer. Team shirts, jackets, and even hats, they go the extra mile. Custom race shoes to gloves and even cart suits, Abruzzi has the supplies to fit your needs. Customizable from team names to colors, and yes, you can even have your own name embroidered just the way you want it. In sim racing, they give you the comfort and feel of being strapped into a cockpit to bring the experience closer to the way you desire it. Their range of sim apparel has been created to not only meet and exceed the highest levels of comfort and quality, but also to enable you to make it yours. To add your personality, take a look today at AbruzziUSA.com to see the lineup and what they have to offer. AbruzziUSA.com, with customization at heart, your wear, your way. Have you ever desired...
There's our sponsor, Abruzzi, your wear, your way. Check them out, Abruzzi USA on Facebook. Lots of cool stuff, and it's quality stuff. It's not some off-brand junk. It's high quality race sim wear and real life wear too. So check them out.
Yeah, I know as soon as I get back from this shutdown and everything up here in Wisconsin, I get back into work, I'm going to be on the phone with them and getting me a set of Iracing boots and get me a pair of gloves.
Yeah, Judd swore by him after California. They must work good because he had a pretty dominant race. So kind of, I mean, this is simulation, but it's about sitting there in the rig and just being comfortable with what you got going on around you. It's, I mean, I real life race, Brad real life raced, and you get the same jitters and stuff in these sims that you get in real life. So it's all about being comfortable, and Brucey will bring you that.
I mean, talking about that, I swear on my life, I get more nervous in my sim than I do actually behind the wheel of my real car.
That costs you big money. You mess up.
Oh, it definitely does, but I seem to overthink the sim race more than I do when I'm actually behind the wheel.
Did you see our field gridding up? I'm gonna go 100 laps tonight at Texas. Texas Speedway, 1.5 miles, 58 feet wide straight stretches. The turns fan out in the corners. Turns 1 and 2 is 20 degrees, 3 and 4 is 24 degrees. That's front stretch is 2,250 feet. That's huge. And the back stretch is 1,330 feet. We get ready to head off here and catch up. Brad, you want to run us through the top 10?
Alright, starting on the pole, we got Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson. To the outside, Dustin the Goat Shepherd. Blake Griffith will start third, with Justin Peniel to the outside. Judd Daniels is starting fifth with Philip Martin. William Moore is in that seventh spot with Ray Richard to the outside of him. Mark Dingham will start ninth with Carson Bowers to the outside of him, and that is your top 10.
And that rounds out your top 10. We're going to get up front here with Ryan Johnson as he's going to bring us to green. That's one pace lap's all you get here. Nice big field. It's nice to see so many cars. Gives us a little more to talk about this week.
Oh, and it looks like Dustin got caught sleeping there, and he bounds up the whole field.
Green flag is out, and we're heading off into turn 1. Tiny Horse Johnson pulls out, and the one car, Blake Griffith, pulls in behind him, but Judd Danielson is fighting on that inside. And looks like the 89 of Dustin Shepard's got it collected up. He's starting to fight on the outside as there's a big battle brewing for that second spot between 4 cars. So we're looking at 100 laps and you get about 15 to 20 laps in. These cars really tighten up, and you gotta just kind of loft it into the corner, wait for that thing to rotate over, and then finally come to you. And if we could stay green, it's gonna be a big tire and pit strategy night. Down the back stretch they go, as you can see guys in the back fighting to get that track position.
We've got battles kind of going on all over right now.
Battle for ninth between Philip Martin and Braden Wolf cooking up. They're side by side going into 1 now. see on screen, we do have 213 cars. Vernon Woodard is one.
And then we got Gary Sexton, who's actually showing as the 19.
Yeah, so when we bring Gary Sexton up, it'll show on screen as 19, but he's got a 13 on his car, so just to not cause any confusion. And Tiny Horse has got starting to look a little reminiscent of last week as Judd's starting to close in on him here.
It's a little bit backwards because last week it was Judd running away, Ryan trying to chase him, and so those two definitely are no strangers about looking over the two of them. Dustin Shepard wants to be part of that mix as he throws her in nice and deep to take over that third spot.
Takes that third spot away from Griffith in that one car. And a little shuffling going on here in the top 10, and Shepard's looking to take away that second spot. Real busy up front here. See Mark Digman in there in that yellow car. He's making moves, working his way up towards the front also. Started ninth, so he's picked up a couple spots in that Gameworks board.
Yeah, Mark's been really smart. I mean, from last week even to this week, he's just very patient and slowly picks cars off one at a time. Before you know it, he's going to be up there battling with that front group.
Justin got a little low on the apron there. Judd takes that spot back, and Shepard's got to collect the car back up. It's easy to do in 3 and 4 because you're going wide open. You're just trying to hug that line and get a good run off. He wiggled a little bit and lost a spot and got it collected back up.
Hey, going down there into 1 and 2 too, it looked like William Moore was going to try to take the spot from Shepard too, but he got a good run coming off. And that battling is not done yet. Williams going to try to make something happen on Shepard here as they go into 1, but Dustin drove her in deep to go get Judd.
Yeah, good racing all over the track. Bill Davis started 14th in that 8 car on track.
And he's back there working over Justin Pena. Oh, Dingman sideways. They're bouncing off each other. They almost collected up. The 4's going up the track.
It's like the 5 shot up and collected maybe to 14. And we got our first caution of the night.
And I do take that back. That was the 5, not the 4 that went up. Tough break there for Braden Wolf. He was running really good up front till that happened.
See what happened here. The 5 got a huge run on the 4 and just kind of turned him. And they banged to the inside wall, and the 5 shoots back up. And I believe he collected Jesse Womack, or no, Jesse's right there. He collected somebody on the outside. Let me get back to it. Yeah, it was 14 of Jesse Womack. Gets into him pretty hard, and actually I think probably out of that whole deal, Jesse's got the worst damage, left front, left rear spoiler damage. Unfortunate to get caught up in somebody else's stuff there.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying he got the worst of it, but Dave Downey's sitting on pit lane and he's missing the whole front of the car.
he's in the 6 and he was behind it, so he must have been some collateral damage. Oh yeah, he wipes the 5 car out. So lots of stuff happening there. And
we got the leaders all coming down pit lane.
So yeah, some cars taken out there.
Oh, and the 88 misses his pit stall. He had to back it back up. Oh, that was a close battle coming off pit lane.
Yeah, I think Ryan had him by just barely a little bit.
That Ryan was trying to be cautious there, not get hit with speeding, and Judd almost took advantage of that.
So Ryan's going to retain the lead. Judd's going to get out behind him, and Shepard comes out in 3rd, looks like, and more. So no real change in the top 5 here. So we got 12 laps in for our first caution, and actually the way these guys were racing each other, that's pretty impressive. Mark Dingman was on pit road. He's coming off. Had some damage repair done. Actually, don't look too bad. Braden Wolf, who got blasted by the 6 car. Actually, they do have one quick repair. I take that back. They have a quick repair. So Braden Wolf's back. Dingman's back. Dave Downey's still sitting on pit road with the front end off his car. So maybe he had used it sooner. But yeah, okay. So I forgot. My bad. We get one reset, and that's good news for the 6, 14, 4, and 5. Just using them that early is rough.
Yeah, you never want to use them up that early, but it's nice to have them so your whole day isn't ruined 14 laps in.
Pace truck lights are out, and we're going to get back to some high-speed side-by-side racing here. And I tell you, the last bit of this race, as exciting as the first 13 laps, it's definitely worth taking in. Here they come at the start-finish line. Green flag is in the air. And Ryan Johnson got himself a nice little lead.
Yeah, it looked like Judd may have been sleeping there a little bit, because Dustin Shepard's going to take that spot from him also.
Dustin took his nap on the first restart. He woke up for this one.
And Judd's going to get hung out by the 21 there, William also. So William Moore's going to drive her in there. Looks like the 8, he's going to fall way back in pre-trade. Oh, William throws it in deep on Dustin.
Yeah, you're not going to do that on worn tires. He probably just wore 30% off his tires doing that, but it ain't worked. Takes over that second spot in the 21 car. 8's all over the back of him, of Carson Bowers.
You know, it's good to see Carson have a good run. He had a little bit of a rough run over there at Fontana. So it's good to see him back up there in that top 3, top 5 battling for a win right now.
Oh! JP's down on the apron.
They gathered it up.
What a save. That was quite the save right there. Let's go back and get a look at it. Oh, 13 came down on the 13 a little bit, and yeah, he collected it right back up. So, man, good drive by the 60 car. good stuff there by the 60, saving that. And we got a battle up here for the lead. It's a 21 sizing up to 38. He's going to throw it down into 1 here. It's not going to stick like it did last time he tried that. Shepard's going to get a big run on the outside of Bowers here because of it.
Hey, bounced her off the wall, then tagged Bowers and lost everything he had there.
And he's going to fall back. As Judd Danielson's now worked his way back up to 4th after dropping back to about 6th on the restart. And we got the 21 taking the lead away from Johnson. Johnson's going to fight him back here going into 3.
Well, you know, Ryan, he's a dirt track racer, so he knows all about that. I'll let you have her going in, and I'll just drive back under you and cross you up.
All over. We'll hop on board here with the 21 and see what he has going on as he's trying to work over the 38 and take the lead back. The gyro can, you can see how flat the straights are, and then they head off here into the 1 and 2 with that 20-degree banking. And he tries to get a run on the 38. Heading out of 2 here and down the big backstretch. Give him a little bump. Just let him know he's there. And 3 and 4 here, wide open throughout the whole turn. And to hear him never let off the gas. And you gotta get 25 laps on these tires, they'll be letting off the gas.
I don't know if William was just holding back a little bit there to try to size him up and get a better run where he's more comfortable, but I'm curious if he ain't burning those tires up running as hard as he has been. Oh! I jumped over just in time as the 88 creams the 8. I saw the 14 down going slow. Looked like the 6. Possibly the 5 and the 4 were involved.
Got the 88 and the 8 both they finished off here at pit road, so they jumped onto pit road, which is the perfect spot for them actually, for that to happen. Let's go back here and hi. The 88 comes around a turn and the 8 was not the 8. Now, some of these cars don't have the numbers that my timing screen has, so. But as you've seen, he made heavy contact with the 8 car. They came on the pit road. But yeah, that 8 car was sitting in the middle of the turn, and you can actually hear the 88 let off, and there's nowhere to go here. I will go in car, and you can see how fast this comes up on him. He's going into 3, and I guess the 8 car just loops it himself here as he catches the apron.
I mean, I hate to say it, it looks like JP may have gave him a shot coming off there.
Yeah, there was actually, again, from that view, you can see there's multiple cars that's involved. Go back and see here. Now we're watching the 60 car, and the 8 gets checked up on the 89 and really lets off, and the 60 kind of just runs him over, nowhere to go. And you see Vernon Woodard also into the outside wall on that shot hard.
That gets Womack, and then as Davis is coming down, he gets smoked.
So yeah, we got racing all over the track, and gonna be some fast repairs used on that one, but I don't think we have any repeat offenders from the first one. So, did you see Shepard coming off pit road? He probably used a fast repair because he hit the wall there and probably just flared his fender out. And here in Texas, you know, you can't run around with a messed up fender. You'll knock a tenth off easily with a messed up fender here. So we did have takers there, I think, on pit road. Your top 10 up. See the 85 cars up in the 4th. On the outside. Gary Sexton. Yeah, running the Abruzzi paint scheme tonight. If you're looking for a series to jump into here with these day cards, this is it. And the links are going to be on the Checker Flag Network Facebook page. Actually, if you're interested tonight, the next race next week at Richmond will already be posted on the Checker Flag Network page. You can get signed up early. The pace car lights are out. Mark Dingman's he had that incident, got his car fixed. He's worked his way back up in the 11th spot already. Take that back, he's starting outside 10th. So did Shepard just go change tires? He did get some contact because he was running up towards the front. Did you happen to catch that?
I did not catch whether or not he just took tires or if he went down to try to get a car cleaned back up. I'm not 100% there.
Ray Richard, 44, he's started 8th, he's sitting 9th, so hanging around that same spot.
Pace truck drops off the track, and we're back to green.
He gets a nice big jump. Tiny Horse stuck on the outside, and they're going to make contact. Into the 13, and the 13's going to drop back if he tries to collect it up.
It didn't seem to really bother his 38 too much as he got a huge run down there into 3 and 4 to tighten right back up the judge. He brought the 1 along with him, the 20 and the 46 too, so.
With Sacco, Seiko, I need to ask him how to pronounce that. But he's started 18th and he's up into that 5th spot, so good run for him. Top 5 all pretty much nose to tail. Lap car is getting out of the way and I almost put himself in the wall.
Williams got a mirror full of Judd Daniels, and Brian Johnson.
Judd's peeking on the outside. There's Johnson's gearbox. He just had a whole camera full of the 85 car. As you see, William Moore, the leader, he's got a whole nose full of the 38. Gonna try to make a move here. 38 down the backstretch.
Yeah, Johnson just got up through the middle of that corner beautiful and got it to pivot coming off and just stuck it down there.
Big run, and he's going to take the lead again here on lap 35, and this is 26th lap lead. As you see, the 20 cars getting racy on the 21 now.
And Nicholas wants to log some of those laps led right now.
Yeah, looks like he's running the Motor Racing Network Chevy.
I mean, I don't know if anyone has anything to hold him back.
Started 18th.
Williams said, you leave me that hole open, I'm going to take it.
Yeah, the 20 drifted a little high there, and then you just seen him now catch the wall there coming off from 2. And he's on the outside. He's going to drop back to 5th.
That Blake threw it in deep there and brought Judd with him, and that shuffled Nicholas all the way back to 5th. And he's not done losing spots because here comes JP, and then Phillips going to be right there with him.
Yeah, he kind of needs to get back in that inside line and then get his groove back in. This Texas, it's one of them tracks where you gotta, you get a groove going, and once you get knocked out of that, you'll drop 5-6 spots before you blink. Field's pretty intact here. Shepard, Woodard, and Womack back here swapping positions around, trying to fight to get up towards that top 10.
And Mark Dingham's in that mix right there with him.
Sneaking back under the 38 here, and he's going to slide up and take the position. He brought the 1 with him.
I've noticed that 21 and that 1, those are team cars, so they're going to be working together to try to hold Ryan out of that top spot now. Tiny Horse ain't giving up. He got a good run there on the high side through 3 and 4, and he's going to try to pull that spot on the 1.
Yeah, he's going to go high here, and he's going to get a huge run down the backstretch doing what he just did. Yeah, he's fighting on the outside here. The front bumper of Judd here as you see this battle for second, and Judd's going to make it a 3-way battle for second.
Yeah, for a second there, I thought he was going to tear our logo off of that 38 car.
Yeah, he ran right across the back bumper. He had her under control. He knew what he was doing. Kind of had to burp the throttle there and lost him a little bit, but he'll be right back up there. He throws it here in the 1. Pretty deep. Down the backstretch here, and majority of the cars are still within that length of the backstretch.
Man, how about that? Nicholas is all over the back of Judd after being freight trained all the way back to almost 9th. He's back up there in the top 5.
He's got that 20 machine hooked up. He's going to take that spot away. 85 and set his sights back to that top 3. He ran a 29.886 that last lap. Better than that last one with a 29.722, so a little bit of wear on the tires now. One car's going to take a peek here inside of the 38. Not going to be able to keep the run. There's the tail here. Look a little bit further back in the field as we see the 60 car battling with that 8 car for the 6th spot, or 7th spot. So I'll get straightened out in line here. Got Carson Bowers in the 11th spot in his 8 car. Was up front for a little bit, fighting for top 5 spot, kind of settled in. Martin Dingman's sitting at 16th right now and may have a little bit of left front fender damage. Right side looks good, so he may be saving his fast repair. That 21 car looks strong out there, though. That clean air. Sometimes it takes a while for the cream to rise to the top, and as smooth as he is through the turns, maybe it's happened. Well, 38 seems to be winding him in here a little bit, as I say that.
Yeah, that top 4, they're kind of in line, but they're actually racing each other pretty hard. Right now it's just a giant chess game up there, trying to, throw a look here, throw a look there, just to make the guy in front of them react so you can take that spot then.
First through 4th, a 10th within each other. And the top 3 is tighter than that. 1 through 4 nose to tail, and at this spot, Gary Sexton trying to work his way back up to him. And kind of when you bust out into a little 4-car run and stay in line like these guys are doing, you do pick up enough draft that you can run away from a car that don't have any help. And I think that's kind of where Gary and that 13 machine's kind of stuck right now. Because Will Davis is almost 2 seconds behind him. So Gary wants these guys up front to start slicing and dicing a little bit, and he can start catching back up. Working our way through the field here. Will Davis sitting 6th. Judd Danielson sitting in 7th. JP in the 60s sitting in 8th. Philip Martin's got his machine back up to 9th. Ray Richer sitting in 10th. Carson Bowers in 11th. Vernon Woodard in 12th. Jesse Womack in 13th. Bingman just took over that 14th spot from Braden Wolf. And looks like Dustin Shepard's going to take that spot away too. And I think Braden Wolf might have gotten to the wall. And the 17's rounding out the cars on the lead lap.
And as you started going through that, we got a battle going on back up here at the lead. Ryan Johnson's going to try to take the spot from William.
William crosses him up. See if he can catch him here at the stripe, and Johnson shuts that down. He shut the door right now.
Yeah, he saw that run coming, so he knew he had to do something. And how about that, the 20 of Nicholas? So, yeah, I see where you have the issue.
I'm going to say Sacco.
Sacco moves up to 3rd.
21 peeking on the outside of 38 again.
You know, you made a good point there, because with these guys now starting to battle a little bit more, that 13's reeling them back in.
And they broke their draft up a little bit, so track temperatures come down about 3 degrees, down to 98 now. As you can see, the lap times, you can probably actually tell by watching that the lap times have really started falling off here the last 5 laps. We was running 28.7s when the last green came out with fresh tires, and now we're running 30.1s. Top on board here with second place. You can hear them working the throttle. I just hopped on board with our leader, so. Still sounds like we're wide open here in 3 and 4. Heading off in here to 1, and you'll see him hear him let off and try to arc it in. Yeah, he's got that wheel turned a little bit further to the left than he had earlier. A nice run off the corner there. 21 and 20's going at each other.
Yeah, right now that's what Ryan's hoping, is those two will start battling it out. Maybe even the one get up in there and make it a 3-way battle, and he can put a little bbit of a gap on him. Get himself some breathing room and be able to kind of settle down a little bit.
We got the 6 car on the inside wall.
And that's going to bring out the caution.
Dave Downey got himself, looks like maybe he got loose and spun down the backstretch. Take a look, see what happened here, and yeah, he comes off turn 2, catches the wall, and tries to save it up, but he couldn't do it. He makes contact with the inside wall. That's going to bring out caution number 3 here on lap 61. And we're going to see full-fledged pit stops here. As the 38 comes around to catch the pace car. So, about to reset here and make things a little bit interesting. Here they come on the pit road. '21's all over the back bumper of 38, trying to get down pit road. Like the 21-38 got in clean. The right sides go up on these cars. I don't believe anybody would ever think about taking 2 tires here.
Oh, we had them 3 wide coming off the end of the pit lane for 4.
Ryan Johnson's the first one off pit road. And the 20 car came out second. Blake Griffith's come out third in that one machine. Looks like Moore ended up coming off fourth. Bill Davis in the 8. He'll be in 5th. '17 car, I believe, will be getting the wave around here. Just see him up in front. Actually, I'm scoring showing him on the lead lap as the leader. What's your show?
Yes, I am seeing Kevin as the leader right now.
So maybe he didn't pit or took 2 tires.
I mean, I'm hoping he took 2, but still yet, I don't think he's going to hang out there too long. Nothing against you, Kevin, but those cars behind you, they're super fast, and if they got 4 compared to your 2, I think they're going to chew you up real quick.
So yeah, we're gonna hit one to go here, I believe. That 17's gonna be shown as your leader, and he's gonna bring him to the green. So he's been in the back most of the night, and we're gonna see what he has for him. But 2 tires does not prevail. But you know, he might be working on track position. You know, he gets up here and get a lap or 2 in, and caution comes out. And probably full set of pit stops and have himself worked up into the top 10. A little bit of strategy sometimes goes a long way.
Yeah, and if they get a quick caution right back, that ain't gonna hurt them too bad.
Kind of what he has to watch for here is spinning the tires on his restart. If I was 38 will be okay, but if I was anybody behind him, I'd give him a little room to get that thing going. But all in all, it's gonna make interesting watching.
I mean, I know where you're coming from there, but as aggressive as Nicholas has been, I don't think he's going to give him all that much room. Especially with William right behind him. There we go, pace truck is off, and we're green. Now watching that, he kind of played that pretty smart. He rolled out just a little bit so he could get the run to be right at Ryan's door when the green dropped.
.20 with a huge run on the inside. I try to take that spot away, and the 17 is loose up in the marbles.
Yeah, he drove that thing way up there to the marbles.
Got down out of the way, so like I said, if he gets, so he's up in the dirt now. As there you can see what 2 tires does versus 4. As Ryan Johnson sneaks underneath the 20 here, and he's looking to take the lead. The 1 cars all over the back of the 38. Oof. On board with the nose cam of the 1 cars, he's working on catching back up to 38. Heading off into 3. Get a nose on him here. Complete the pass, and Griffith jumps that 1 car out into the lead.
And Nicholas drove her in right down there under Ryan too. He's gonna try to get him freight train back.
So Blake puts that 1 car out in the front to lead his first lap of the night. Looks like Johnson's going to drop back and have to battle for that 3rd spot. And he's starting to drop. He's getting freight trained. And he's in the worst position he's been all night. That'll be 5th. Top 10 nose to tail there, other than Johnson, and 60 car is going to take away that 5th spot. And they're switching so many positions right here, right now.
Yeah, it's hard to tell where anyone is.
We're inside 30 laps to go, and it's patience is over with. I think everybody knows it's time to go.
The 21 of Williams gets loose, comes up and doors Johnson. Somehow they kept both cars going.
Car come to life here.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, how about JP making the move on the high side around him?
Looks like that 60 car's decided it's time to go. Got his fresh tires, feeling tough. Still 1-2
Oh,
out front
they're
here.
3 wide.
21 saw a gap, took it.
Yeah. And Ryan's got Judd all over the back of them, 1 and 2 from the last time we were here with these guys, so Johnson knows he needs to go too.
If you're just joining us, we got 25 laps to go. We've had a barn burner the whole race. It's been entertaining. It's been door to door up front, and there's been definitely some skill going on up here driving these things. Get these things lined back up here and try to make a run.
It's looking like 3rd to 7th. It's starting to reel in that front pack a little bit.
Brad, we've covered some pretty good races this year, but this is, I think the way this thing's going, it might hit the top of the board. That's not taking anything away from the other series we've done, but this thing's been just constant barn burner.
And the 21 throws a little block as Ryan looks to make the run under him in the 38.
Yeah, he slams the door on him. Blake Griffith's still up front. 20 cars pretty much settled in behind him. And they got themselves almost half a second lead on that 3rd place car. But they're racing for them 3rd back, so brought up earlier. Then the guys need to get lined up and pull a draft and they can catch these 2 up front. Like maybe the 13 car of Sexton's starting to work his way up. Inside 20 to go. We've had so much action tonight. We didn't get to do a trivia tonight.
I mean, who needs a trivia question when we got good racing going on? Oh, and Nicholas is going to make the move to try to take over the lead.
Big run out of 2.
You know, that's what JP's hoping for right now. You two battle up there a little bit. Let me reel you back in.
You can actually see JP's caught up a ton since that happened. Them 2 side by side, it's almost like it throwing a parachute out. And actually, it let the top 5 catch him again. That's going to be lap led for the 20, so he's got 2 laps led tonight.
Blake ain't done yet. He got a good run there off 4. Let's see if he tries to look under him going into 1 and 2.
Johnson's got a big run going into 1 and 2. Inside the 21. See if we can make this stick. The 21 drifts a little high. And these two, I mean, they've been going at each other for, I mean, we're almost 90 laps into this thing, and there might have been 3 laps they weren't into each other.
Oh! Gary Sexton slides in there on William, too.
Yeah, he got a little loose there and wiggled, and did a good job of not going up and catching his quarter. Down the long backstretch they go. The 21 and 60. Your top 3. Brian Johnson moved his way back into 4th.
I mean, I don't want to take any credit away from that front group, but we got a heck of a battle going on there for 7th right now. 6th.
21 just brushed the wall coming off a 2. And he's going to give up that spot to Sexton.
And he fights it back on the high side, tags the wall again, but it didn't take that much momentum away from him.
Dustin Shepard in the 89 making a move at the inside of the 85 to take over the 7th spot. The 89, 46, and the 85s all switching positions, mixing it up. The Ray Richards sitting there watching, going, okay, guys, settle this, and I'll go around you when you do. Like 38's coming back to life here. A little late in this run, 12 laps to go. Leader's coming up on the lap car here. See what happens whenever they catch him. And we're hitting the line here where we got 10 to go. It's here how long the 20 here is. It's out of the throttle. It was a long time. As the 6 car had to work to get around him. He wasn't giving it up. Ryan Johnson takes the spot away from the 60 car for 3rd. When the 6 car's in the wall. 21 narrowly avoids him. He'll come through turn 2 here. Texas. Down the back stretch, heading off into 3.
I'm sorry for this, JC. I'm fighting right now. I had a mouse die and I cannot get it to come back up, so I'm just caught riding on with Justin right now.
I actually thought about that before the broadcast because I thought about changing my mouse battery and I didn't, so I'm hoping it holds out. It's been a long time. Get to steal Molly's mouse. What's that? 20 cars. Got about 0.2 of a second lead here. hitting his marks pretty comfortably. We're going to hit the line here with 5 to go.
Yeah, right now those guys, they're going to be praying for a caution because Blake's losing ground on Nicholas as we're speaking.
Yeah, the 38's actually catching him. So I'm guessing that one car probably tightened up because he did run it pretty hard to get up and hold that lead for a while. So he's definitely probably got some tire wear issues starting to kick in. Starting to get a wheel for him. I'm going to hit the line here with 3 to go. 13 car is going to slide inside the 60 here and take away that 4th spot. And 60's going to fight on the outside.
I mean, we know JP, he ain't gonna give up for anything there. He's gonna drive her with everything he has till the checkered flies.
Hitting the line here, the 20 car's got 2 to go. Peek back up front, 60 car took control of that 4th position.
Yeah, it was a close one there. And Gary got a little bit loose as he was about to clear and almost caught the rear quarter panel of Justin.
20 hits the start-finish line and he's got the white flag.
From 18th to 1st, he's got 2 more corners to go, and he's going to pick up the win here at Texas.
Next to last, finishing up front, it's going to be the 19th lap led, and the 20 car is going to take the win of this Gameworks 100 lapper at Texas. So, woo, man, I know I was holding my breath for most of that race, and I wasn't even racing it. 20 car is going to take the win, and Griffith's going to finish 2nd. Ryan Johnson's going to wind up in that 3rd spot.
We got something still going on there. The 21 is beaten on the 13. They're playing out in the lawn right now, trying to get away from them. Well, the action never ends.
I guess not. So, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to our leader burning one down here on the front stretch. Oh, somebody's not a little happy with somebody else. We're going to get our 3rd place car of Ryan Johnson up in the booth and have a little chat with him. Nicholas just logged off. Alright, let's get Ryan up here. I have no clue where that.
Oh, they're down in pit stall 36. Of course, gotta make it difficult.
Yeah. The very last one. I reached down here and got him. Hey Ryan, this is JC and Taz in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Hey man, good run tonight.
Yeah, I mean, great run at the beginning, and then that last restart, I got shuffled out, and I used up all my stuff getting back past people to, try and run them down, but it was a good run.
Yeah, that 40 laps. Does it feel like 40 laps?
It felt like I was up there for a while, but wish I would have had that last one too.
Yeah, it was entertaining to watch. You and the 21 was battling the whole race. I mean, 80 laps you guys was probably battling for position. Made it fun to watch, and it was a really good race. It looked like he was going to be dominant there, and yeah, the fresh tires and kind of got shuffled back. And once that happens, it's kind of hard to make up positions. Up front all day, and pretty dominant, pretty good up there, and comfortable.
And man,
Oh, yeah.
how about that? 2 podiums in the last 2 times. First 2 starts in an A-Series car, and you're rocking and rolling, man.
Yeah, I mean these cars feel good. I mean I've had a lot of fun in the Cup cars already, and I'm looking forward to doing more with these guys. I think it's going to be a lot of fun in this league.
Well, buddy, you represented good for Texas Motor Sports tonight. I appreciate that, and man, I'm just happy to see you having a good time up here. Sat on the pole and just got hung out, unfortunately. So, but you were definitely dominant. And I think you had something there if you could have caught up to Nicholas if we had got a caution.
Yeah, I think it would have been a really good battle at the end there. I don't know what happened with 21. It seemed like he fell off a little bit, but yeah, I think it would have been a lot of fun if I could have got to him.
Well, buddy, anyone you want to thank tonight?
Taz Motorsports, Woody's Designs, Gameworks, Chris, you guys up in the booth. I mean, I think this league is going to be a lot of fun. I'm happy to be here.
We appreciate you hopping in and running with them the last couple weeks, and look forward to seeing you next week at Richmond.
Heck yeah, man.
All right, sounds good. We'll see you then.
See you later, guys.
See ya. Number 1 car, Blake Griffith. I don't actually see the top 2 in the. Do not see them. Or your dead mouse. You might be able to.
No, I've got it back up and running, but I am not seeing anything right now. Those guys, our top 2, I think, bailed on us.
Yeah, I believe they did. So we're not going to get interviews with second and first tonight. And we'll make sure that don't happen again, because I know that people like hearing from the winner and the runner-ups. So let's grab somebody else to talk to. It's had an interesting night. Get Judd up here. Grab him. Hey Judd, this is JC and Taz Becker in the booth. Do you have a copy? He does not have a copy. He will. Well, I'll tell you what. That'll be it. We'll make some adjustments with the way the
we got the pain in the
goes.
butt here at my house screaming. She wants to hear from JP.
Okay. Well, we got a fan wanting to hear from JP, so we'll get him up here. Hey JP, this is JC and Taz in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you. How y'all doing?
Good, man. Hey, so we're just interviewing some people because our top 2 guys kind of ducked out on us here. So what do you think tonight? It's pretty strong there at the end.
Yeah, Texas is not somewhere that I've ever had figured out. And to be honest with you, it took me about 80 laps in this race for me to figure out how to get through 1 and 2. And by then it was too late. The tires were too worn out. And I think if I had a chance to go back and redo the race and know what I knew at lap 80, I'd give them a run for their money. But I just, like I said, too late during the race.
Well, you know, that sounds like your car owner there did a poor job preparing you, so I'd be on the horn with him when you get out of this sim here and be giving them a hard time that you want more track time. Can we
Well,
rent
I'll
that
tell you
track a
what.
little more?
Well, we actually had quite a bit of practice, and I still just could not. What it was is I finally got behind some fast people and started. I'm the type that I need a rabbit to chase, and once I got that rabbit to chase, I was good to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that last restart, you was on fire, and that you kind of leveled out there. But yeah, definitely a good. Yeah, qualified good, and just kind of fell back, rode out, and then once you figured it out, you were on fire there. I think maybe one more pit stop and another restart, you would have been up there battling for the lead for sure.
If you gave me another pit stop, about 15 laps, it'd been over with. I can say that now that it's over with.
yeah. Hey, I like confidence, so you got to have it.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, appreciate you running with us. We hope we see you next week at Richmond.
I plan on being there.
All right, sounds good. Take care.
Thank you.
All right, so let's grab Chris, who's running the league, and get his thoughts on tonight's race.
You're not going to end well.
Hey, Chris, this is JC and Brad in the booth.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, we're still on air, so a pretty good show tonight.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of racing. We were just talking about the boys down there. They were giggling about how some turn 2 is a havoc for them. So they and I was commenting that there was a few times I watched them dive it in there 5 or 6, in a pack, and I'm like, nobody's coming out of this corner. So a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. There was definitely a lot of chatter on the other communication chatters between the boys during the race. It was fun to be part of that and listen to that, and everybody generally behaved, so it was pretty clean. We had a couple cautions, but that's expected. But no, overall, it was a great race. A lot of guys turned out. They had a lot of fun, really competitive. I think our second place guy was commenting towards the end of the race on our channel that he was upset that he let Nicholas get by because then Nicholas just took off. So it was a lot of fun to hear that chatter going on too.
Yeah, 3 cautions is really nothing for as tight as the racing was. I mean, it was
no, and there was really the one was a solo with Dave bouncing off the walls, but the other 2 were, just pack racing when they got together and diving into 2. It's just one of those messes that happens, but nothing really too terrible, and restarts are pretty clean after all. We did a couple practice rounds before we started. I think that helped, but no, it was really fun to watch these guys, and some of these guys are pretty damn good, so it was fun to watch them go bumper to bumper and door to door for 10, 15, 20 laps at a time without moving off of each other. So
yep,
Yeah, no, it was awesome racing to watch from up here. So
yeah, I was telling Ray, who was in that channel with me just now, I was like, I'm a racer by heart. I mean, maybe not up to their par where I'm at, but it was fun for me to be able to watch that. So I know they were having fun.
Yeah, it's one of them races where you had your attention every lap. Every lap we had attention on something, and me and Brad's done quite a few races, and this is pretty much taking the cake with me right now, just because it was constant action all the time. And usually here at Texas, you'll get 2 or 3 dominant cars that's going to smoke the whole field, but we had guys just mixing it up in the top 5 all night, and that's
Absolutely.
all you can ask for. And that's an exciting thing for the series, and a good thing for people out there watching to see good, clean, hard racing and to get involved.
And it was funny because you guys commented on that because we were watching the front so much, the top 5, 6 guys so much. I kept having to flip to the back and watch, and there was quite a few little battles going on back there too. It wasn't even just, it was like it was all over the place. Like maybe they weren't going to catch the top pack, but they definitely were fighting for their space back there. I know just call them out, like, Carson was back there a couple times with Vernon and a few others back there, and they were having a party. So
yeah, there's good battles everywhere all night. So a lot of good racers here in this league, and exciting to see and exciting to watch. And we look forward to seeing a little short track action next week at Richmond.
Yeah, that's. I wanted to change it up a little bit for them and give them a little. They have to actually pay attention a little bit more. Not that they didn't tonight, but shorten it up a little bit, have a little fun, get into that, and then following that, we're gonna have one more week of this regular setup, and then we're gonna discuss announcements on some further things we're gonna have coming up the road.
well, man, my hat's off to you because you got an awesome series running here. You're doing a good job with it, and I know I get excited every Sunday. I messaged JC last week, and I'm like, man, I can't wait for Sunday. And he's like, they're off this week. And I'm like, oh, my whole week's ruined.
Ruined. Week destroyed. Sorry, we had an off week because of holidays.
Yeah. But all right, we appreciate you stopping in with us here.
No,
And
thank you guys very much for all the help, and thank you guys for putting on the show. I know everybody was enjoying it. We're going to continue this on, and we're going to keep building and getting bigger and better.
sounds good. Have a good week.
Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.
All right, so summary, lead change is 9 in the 100 laps. We only had 3 cautions. As Chris just said, one of them was a self-spin, and the other had some contact and had one quick repair, so the guys got their cars fixed and got back out there and was competitive.
I think this was another week where we had about 22 lead changes, just only 9 at the stripe.
Yeah. Yep, it sure feels like it. But, as we said, next week we're going to be at Richmond, same time, same place, same channel. And the link will be up on the Checkered Flag Network probably later on tonight for next week. And the link to sign up to run this series if you want is going to be on there too. So check Checkered Flag Network. We'll get you where you need to be. As for us, we'll be back with the Somo series this week on Wednesday night. Another good Cup series, and we look forward to them doing some laps around the short track at Richmond.
Are they at Richmond? I don't know why, but I thought we were headed to the paperclip with those guys.
No, they skipped a week, I believe. I may be wrong, but I'll have the correct link up on the Checkered Flag Network.
Well, then don't trust me. I mess up everything. I mean, I couldn't even have batteries in my mouse tonight.
Yeah, I think they skipped Richmond a week and did an open race so they can be on the NASCAR schedule. So, but either way,
I know Thursday we're headed to Richmond with the ARCA cars with the Shut Up and Race program. So.
Yeah, so we'll have a full week of Richmond next week. That's where we're going to be for everybody. So we'll know the track. So
that we will.
But appreciate everybody hopping in and watching tonight. And as always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, stay safe, and stay healthy. Hope to see you Wednesday night. 8:50 we go on air.